Welcome to this QuickBooks Online tutorial for beginners 2019. I want to go through the reports section and how to set up and use management reports. My name is Matt Holquist. I'm with the QuickBooks University, and this is a pretty neat function in QuickBooks Online that if you prepare reports for management or even for yourself in your own business, it's a kind of a cool way to set up these reports so that you can generate them pretty quickly. All right, so here we are on the home screen. If I go over to reports, and you're going to see we have the three options: standard, custom, and management reports. Okay, so if you click on management reports, you're going to see here, this one right here is one that I created. Okay, but you're going to have some default ones that are in there: company overview, sales performance, expense performance. Okay. So what you can do, you can run any of these and see what is in the report. All right. So, you could view company overview, let's say, for example. Okay. So basically what this does is it does a cover page, table of contents. This one in particular has profit and loss, balance sheet, and that's about it. Okay. So it's pretty basic. But what I want to show you is if you go in and let's say that we want to edit this report, okay? So when you go into edit, you can change a few things here. We can say that we want this to be for a different time period. Okay, so this could be last year, all right? And then you have a cover style that you can change, okay? You have a couple of options here, not a lot, but a few. You can add your logo, of course, which when I hover over here, it says go to the gear icon and company settings. Cover title, let's say that we want to call this last year management report. Subtitle company, report period. It's going to default and put these in there. Prepared by, if you're logged in under your name, you can put this in there, and this is going to be your report, prepared date, and then for management use only. Now, okay, so if you go to advanced down here, you're going to see that there's a couple of options that you can do in here. Generally, you're just going to leave this as is, all right? But you can change it if you want to. We're going to hit OK. We're going to give this a different name because this is a QuickBooks template. Let's say 2018, okay? Okay, next we can go to the table of contents. Now this will default and pull in information, and you can check or uncheck this, so you don't need the table of contents. Preliminary pages, okay, so if you want to include some preliminary pages, you can type up what you want to do here, but you don't have to. Okay, if there's nothing on here, it's not going to include anything. Now the reports, okay? So this one, Company Overview 2018, has a profit and loss by default and a balance sheet by default. You can click this icon over here, and you have a couple of options here. You can change the title. You can compare the previous year. So let's choose that, compare previous period. All right, so we're going to choose compare previous year. And then you can also do that with the balance sheet. All right. And now you can add a new report as well. All right. So you're not just limited to just these financial statements, but let's say that we want to include you've got all sorts of reports here that you can do. But let's say we want to do the accounts receivable aging summary period last year. All right. So then once we're good with those options, we're going to, let's see, I want to go to endnotes. Okay, so if you have some notes that you want to include on here, you may want to include a breakdown of the sub-accounts. All right. So once you do all this, okay, you have all this set up here, you can save and close. All right, so then we're going to see that the Company Overview 2018 comes up. All right, so once we hit View, let's take a look at this report and see what it looks like. Okay, so we have last year management report. This is the cover page, okay, table of contents. Okay, so you'll see here now it's got the profit and loss, and it's got the comparison to the prior year, and the notes column refers to the notes at the very end. All right, I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so we go through, we've got our financials, and then we have our accounts receivable aging summary. And down here, you'll see that we have these end notes. So we had checked off the box to show the detailed breakdown of the sub-accounts. And so this shows all the sub-accounts. All right. So if you have ever, if you have ever had to prepare reports for a client or for management, or even for yourself, I mean, this just makes sense when you're in business. You can quickly set this up so it pulls all this information into these management reports. And then you can just go and run these reports. So a lot of times clients or business owners will say, okay, let's do the prior month, prior year, whatever the case may be. And this is just a quick way to compile all this information in one place. All right. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, please feel free to reply below. Happy to answer those for you. And for the full detailed training and to become a member so you get your personal questions answered, head over to the QuickBooks University at qbuniversity.org.